Hey now, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey now.
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 Hey now. And
Hey now.
oh, hey now. Welcome to a brand new edition of The Line right here on Talk 99.5, baby, on this Friday, Fun King Friday, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Made it to the end of the week, Coles. That's right. It's time for the weekend. And what a way to kick off the weekend with what we saw last night. Boy, that was crazy. Crazy. Now, I'm going to be breaking that down for you today, obviously. But some big things happened last night. And for some people, I think it might have just gone over their head, which is okay. I understand. But I've been dealing with the issues that Trump brought up last night for years now. Literally years I've been talking about this stuff. So there was nothing last night that I was surprised by, but I kind of want to go through it. I want to break it down in Andrew Knees. That's right. Simple-minded terms. I want to break it down in a simple-minded way. That's my intentions for today's show, but also it is not lost on me that it is a Fun King Friday, a cover song Friday, and a John Bird plays the guitar Friday, and we can't do any of that without the one and only John Bird. Here's the killer. Get your ass to clapping. Don't clap your ass. Clap your hands.
Shake that.
Wow.
Dang right, man. I was doing a little Beastie Boys there, you see?
A little fingering thing you did there at the end.
No, that was like, come on and party. Come on, man. You don't do that.
Come on and party.
Come on and party, man.
Yeah. Well, how you feeling today? You were out of it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good. Nah, I'm just joking. Yeah, I feel great. Great.
It's good?
Yep, I've been over 24 hours without eating.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I feel great. I feel great.
It means your body is having to run off stored energy,
Yes.
stored calories, stored fat. It's eating itself. It's eating your fat.
Yep, another 24 hours and I'll be good.
Well, that's cool. Just remember, I do it every day for 23 hours. Well,
Does it always have to be about you?
yeah. It's probably more like 22 because I do have it does take me about 2 hours to eat dinner.
Well,
Maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, but you know what? After 22 hours, I still don't eat.
That's true. I mean, it would be hard. I used to do that, actually.
It's good for you every now and then.
I used to do it every Monday. Let's see, what would I do? I would have. Let's see what I would skip. I think what it was is I was doing one meal a day, but I would skip Monday's dinner. So I would essentially fast for 48 hours once a week, and it did wonders.
Yeah, if you get your body used to it.
It wasn't easy, but
Stop focusing on food so much. That's my thing.
And I was in radio too. You would think that in radio and trying to host a show, you wouldn't be able to do that because you'd be dragging and whatever. But
yeah, back in the 90s, it was impossible to do that.
yeah,
People were always bringing up food, and they didn't try and poison you back then, which is good. And restaurants bring up stuff and everything.
Well, then there was one point during that period of time where I was trying to eat healthy, and I was actually eating lunch. I was trying a different method, and Jessica would criticize everything I brought in for lunch. Everything. She's like, "That's not good for you. That's not." I'm like, "Dude, shut up."
You told Jessica to shut up.
Oh yeah, I've told her to shut up many a times.
Well, you guys are close.
Yeah, we were at one time.
Well, maybe you can be again.
Well,
Jessica and I are close. Good
yeah.
friends.
No, I've passed her off to you. Now it's your turn. It was your turn to deal with that. But yeah, it's it's not a bad thing. It can be beneficial. It is. I just got a text from Matt Murphy. He says at a lunch today, probably won't be able to get away.
But you know what? He at least texted. You got to give him that much. Not much more, but that much.
All right, I'm gonna say.
Great. We'll see you at 12.
I said. Well, I'll just keep it short. I'll just say F you, buddy. Nah, I told him it was fine. I said it's fine. We'll catch you next week. You know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff going on with what happened last night. You know?
Well, I don't know what he means by I'm at a lunch. Like, you had a lunch already, and it's still gonna be going on 2 hours from now. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, he said he was at a lunch.
He was at a lunch, or he's going to be at a lunch.
Oh, if he's going to be at a lunch, okay, that's one thing.
No, let me tell you what he said. He said,
Okay.
at a lunch today, and probably won't be able to get away.
Okay, I mean, I think that means he's going to be at a lunch today.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, in other words, not I'm at a lunch. I'm going to be at a lunch.
Okay. So you got big plans this weekend? Anything crazy?
No, Friday night I'm going over, of course, to my friend Seth and his wife Megan.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over there and have like a game night.
You and who? Jessica?
And me and
You and Jessica?
Jessica.
Yeah. Double date.
Oh, no, please no, don't say that.
Well, no,
It's not.
you're going to a game night with a married couple. So you got a married couple and then another guy and another girl. That's like a double game night date.
Well, I just happen to think it would be good for Jessica, and I think that she and Megan would get along great. Just introducing her to some new friends.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
Yeah, and so I pick her up at like 5:45.
Oh, you're even picking her up. Oh, it's definitely a double date.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. I wanted to show off my new vehicle.
Mhm. Yeah, I see what's going on here.
No,
Because you
no.
it can't be, like, if it was just you, you'd be a third wheel. But
No,
you can't
I'm never a
have
third
two
wheel.
third wheels. You can't have a third and a fourth wheel because then you got a full car. So it's a double date. It's a double game night date.
Well, no, I mean I've been over.
You don't
when
have to
there's been
you don't have to
somebody
tell her that. I'm just saying that's what it technically is.
else. But I mean, it's not. It's I mean I've done that before, and like somebody would come over, and then there would be four of us. It just so happens.
But it's not
that-
just somebody just coming over. You're literally picking somebody up and bringing them with you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's difficult to find their house, and it just doesn't make any sense because Jessica and I live close together.
Before you pick your broad up, ask her if she's hungry. And if she says yes, tell her to eat before you leave. Be a man.
No, she's just a friend. And I said she's just a friend.
Oh, baby, you got what I need.
No, seriously, I digress.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
double date. I
Yeah.
get it.
No, it's not. But then Saturday night, woo, I can't wait. I'm playing the Filling Station, which is a pizza/bar in Gardendale. I've had a lot of Gardendale folks text me and say, man, it's about time.
You gonna have a date for that?
No, I don't have a date.
You might have one by the time you leave.
No. But now Bridget is coming over, is going to watch because, she was, saying, hey, if you're ever over in Gardendale. So she's bringing her son, Jack.
Okay.
And they're going to watch, and that's going to be fun.
It'll be fun. Yeah, you'll have a good weekend. Should be
I think
exciting.
So. I think so.
A lot of stuff going on for you. You're a busy man.
Yeah, I like to stay busy.
You have been ever since you got this new car. I feel like it's almost like you're doing too much. I feel obligated to tell you to slow down. You're getting too old to do all this.
Yeah, well, I feel obligated to tell you to shut up.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just.
I am going at.
You're gonna burn yourself out. You're not
90 to
used to
nothing.
this.
I know, but
You're used to sitting in a dark closet and crying as you listen to Interstellar, and now all of a sudden you're like running around all over the place. You're gonna burn yourself out.
But no, I had 15 months to prepare.
I don't think you prepared for this.
No, I did not.
You
Not
you
at
had
all.
no idea you were gonna have a new car.
Oh,
You assumed that you were
No,
cursed
and-
with the Mustang for the rest of your life.
yeah, and that's probably why I drive more, go to different places. It's fun. Darn it. What are you doing this weekend, Mr. Fancy?
We're going to visit some family.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. Next week's Trisha's birthday. So I think we're going to have like a quasi birthday because there's multiple people that have birthdays right around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they're just kind of bringing everybody together to do that.
Let me ask you a question. Does Trish have any friends that just like to talk about stuff like gifts and things like that? You know, it's like, oh, look what I got. This is great. And then Trish says, oh, yeah, I got this.
Are you? What are you saying? You'd like to get her a?
She might be listening. No, don't.
Yes.
Yes. That I could,
the answer.
pick her brain.
The answer is no.
Oh, I can't
but
just ask her straight out.
well, I
oh,
mean,
this is pressure. Oh,
I can try to help you figure out something.
never mind. Oh my gosh, it just hit me like a ton of brick.
You just thought of something?
Yes, I did. Now, when is her birthday? So you can jot it down.
It's next Wednesday.
It's next Wednesday.
this
Oh
coming
shoot,
Wednesday.
I'll be gone.
Yeah, I know.
But I'll make sure that she has the gift before I leave.
Okay. Trying to fix my camera here. I feel like I'm so close.
Yeah, but you should fix it before.
Well, I tried to, but I can't see myself before the show. So I have to guess at it. And then I think that's probably it. I gotta get it off the Dixon cam because he's got sometimes I'll come in here and Dixon will have the camera like sitting sideways. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you laying on the table while you do the show? What's going on here? All right, let's do the Hey Now roll call
Yes.
for you and see who we got here. We got, remember, this is Cover Song Friday, so think of a cover song. Early Bird, Scott B. Rad, Heath, Kevin, and Gene. That's right. That's all your early birds, which puts in the number one spot, Tutter. It is none other than Tony. Hello, Tony. Congratulations.
Tony the Tiger.
Whoa. Tony, send us a song. I don't know that Tony's ever won. Mark and Kim at number 2. And then Bubba Rumble at number 3. What a lineup. Then you got
Man.
Cherry, Mark,
Cherry.
Hippie with the J's, Taylor with the J's, Jen, Leslie, Rudy, Grubby Old Goat,
All
Rick,
stars, man.
Trent, Darren, Jeff with the J's. You got Kenny. You've got Thomas, Michael, Jesse, Luke, Dexter, Saxon, Richard DeCott, Tommy Mitchell, Tracy, Brian, Julia, Chicken Lady. Hello. And then everybody else. Welcome to the show. So, Julie says, my birthday is next Wednesday also, but I'm older than her. I'll be 61. Yeah, you got her by 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Yeah. Well, I'm 62.
You got her by 12 years. Yeah, actually, you got her by 13 years. Because you're about to be 63, cool.
63.
63.
I don't know why you have decided to do this to make me feel bad about myself.
Because I'm not going to spend the next 7 years with people thinking I got a speech impediment. So
Well, you don't have to go around telling people. Just when you talk to me.
I know, but when it comes up, I'm just, I'll just argue. We'll just spend 10 seconds arguing about it every time I say it, and then we'll move
yes,
on.
we will.
All right. Tony, send us a song, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Send us a cover song, and we'll get it hooked up. 205-545-9950. We'll get you in. So much to talk about. We're going to make it happen on the other side. Hang tight. Kenny on the text line says, Andrew, I've been listening to the show for probably about 2 years now. On my way to work every day, but now I'm working nights and I'm asleep through most of the show. I miss you guys, and I really wish the live streams on YouTube could be saved so I could listen to them at night while I'm working the guard shack. Well, they do get saved. That's the good news. Couple ways you can see those. One, the easiest way is to download the app, and I think if you go to the app, the previous live streams are right there. Let me pull it up and see. Let's see. Yeah, you actually, are these just the audio that's up first? Let's see. Okay, so yeah, if you scroll down, you'll see the shows listed. You'll see first Dixon Inviting, and then the second row says The Line with Andrew Mclain. That's just the audio. So you can watch it there, or you can click. Yeah. Okay. So I don't. Uh-oh. So yeah. So the audio versions you can listen to on the app, the recorded audio versions of the podcast. But if you want to watch it, go to YouTube, go to our YouTube channel, and once you're looking at our YouTube channel, it's got buttons listed there at the top that say, well, let me see. It says Home, Videos, Shorts, Live, and Playlist. Click the Live button, and you can scroll down through there and see which ones are which show. And mine are pretty easy to find because Bird puts a cover photo on all of them. It's just a black and white photo. It says The Line with Andrew Mclain. And they're listed hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, and hour 4. He puts a lot of work into that. So it makes it easy on you. Make it easy for you. Coles, did you see that video? And I'll get into the Trump stuff on the other side. But did you see the video of the Blue Angels flyover at the Florida beach, Pensacola Beach? No. And so they were doing like literally over the beach. And one of these planes was flying so low to the ground. Like, it was, like, right over the top of these people's heads, and everybody's tents and umbrellas went flying everywhere. And I thought, yeah, that was probably a little too low, but, like, America, you know?
Exactly.
That was, like, very, very America.
Suck it up, Buttercup. This is America.
And apparently a lot of the people on the beach thought it was awesome. I'm sure there were a few Karens out there, but I thought that was pretty dope. And I'm sure they'll be like, we're investigating the incident.
Oh, gosh.
Blue Angels said in a statement, U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is aware of social media footage showing a low-altitude pass by a team aircraft over Pensacola Beach earlier today. During an arrival maneuver, an aircraft flew lower than standard profiles, resulting in a disturbance on the beach that affected civilian chairs and umbrellas. The safety of our hometown community, spectators, and our pilots is our highest priority. Team leadership is reviewing the circumstances surrounding the maneuver and conducting a thorough safety review to ensure all operations adhere to strict Navy and FFA safety standards. Yeah. The quote from somebody says, I've been coming here for 10 years, and I've never seen a pass like that in my life. I literally thought we were going to be taken out by the Blue Angels. But it was amazing. That's exactly how I want to go if it happens. Yeah, that's what I would have said. That's awesome. All right, Trump's speech from last night. Let's break it down right after this. That's not bad.
I'm adding this to the list.
That's not bad at all. What's the name of the band again?
Jonathan Young.
Jonathan Young.
Looking guy screaming.
I wonder if he's the singer of a bigger band.
He could be.
He must be. What band is Jonathan Young in? He's not a member of a traditional permanent rock or pop band. He's a solo artist. Makes his own heavy metal, cinematic, and rock music. Huh. How about that? You rarely see that.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
He's got this huge album of covers with different artists. I need to save that album.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool. All right. If you want to get in, you know the drill. 205-545-9950. 545-9950. Big speech last night. We actually carried it on our members only video just because we kind of felt obligated to. It started while we were in the middle of it. And also we carried it here on 99.5. I know some of y'all out there were appreciative of that. I got some texts that said, hey, I'm on the road tonight. Thank you for carrying the speech. And there was a lot there. Again, I would say a lot of you guys already knew. Like, you didn't hear much that you were surprised about, but it wasn't necessarily meant for you and me. It was meant for everybody else, and it was meant to tee up a larger conversation about finally securing our elections. But before it even happened, you remember yesterday, because we carried some of the press briefing, how the media was acting in advance of this speech. They didn't have the transcript. They didn't know what Trump was going to say. They knew it was about election security or possibly election fraud. And all the reporters are like, well, if there was election fraud, why has nobody been arrested? Well, there were courts that said the election wasn't stolen. You know, they were doing the whole thing. And that's the reason it was leaked in the first place by whoever within the White House or somebody leaked it so the media could tee this up and make sure that they created this spectacle. Plus, they didn't want to get caught having to carry it if they didn't have to. Listen to the explanation from CNN's John King. This is moments before Donald Trump took to the podium to give the speech. CNN refusing, and other companies refusing to air it. Listen to their explanation.
Quick reminder to our viewers, we'll be watching tonight's presidential address and listening to what the president says tonight. But we're not going to take it live, as we've been discussing. That's because this president, sadly, has a history of misleading and in some cases simply false statements on what we've been talking about tonight, election security and integrity. Also, the White House earlier today said he would be showing newly classified documents. So we want to make sure that we have time to review those documents, talk to experts about them, contextualize whatever he says or shows before airing it. But if there is news, we will bring it to you ASAP.
Trust us. We'll tell you what happened. You don't have to watch it for yourself, but we'll tell you what happened. Even the unclassified, declassified documents, you could look at them yourself, but I wouldn't advise that. Let us look at them first, then we will tell you what they say. Isn't that kind of weird? And then this morning after the speech, they doubled down on that stance with potato head Brian Stelter on CNN this morning.
Did the same thing as this network, CNN, last night. The newsrooms monitored the speech, evaluated what was actually newsworthy, looked at the documents Trump was declassifying, and then reported on what happened. NBC and ABC both went on the air with special reports to explain that the speech had happened and to summarize what Trump had said, but most importantly, to contextualize it and fact check it, just as CNN did. Now, Trump was ominously claiming that the networks were part of a plot, but the only real plot here, the only intention is to remain reality-based and truth-based. Trump's election lies led to violence after the 2020 election. So this is a subject that really does warrant extra care and attention by journalists. And frankly, some network executives felt that it would be dangerous to just air Trump's speech live, in full, unedited, without knowing what he was going to say ahead of time. That's where we are in America.
Oh, so network executives behind the scenes made the decision not to carry the Trump speech. As I listen to them talk about it and try to explain away why they're not carrying it, I mean, that's third world stuff, man. I mean, that's what you expect an Iranian TV station to tell you. That's what you expect out of Cuba, out of Venezuela. But that's an American news station. It's an American news network saying, we're not going to allow you to hear what the president of the United States is saying because it's dangerous. A sitting president. We'll let you know what he says, but we don't want lies. Imagine CNN having the audacity to look at you with a straight face and say, we don't broadcast lies on our air, even though they've been wrong about somebody. Where's the lie? What Donald Trump presented last night was documents from the CIA, not documents that Donald Trump wrote himself. He was presenting information that came from the same CIA people the CNN claims to trust. So what are we lying about here? Anyway, I'm going to go through the contents of what he talked about, and you'll understand exactly why CNN did not want to carry that speech. Richard, the cop's on the line. Richard, what's up?
Couple of things. John Bird, what day and what are the hours you're playing in Gardendale this weekend?
I'm going to be playing at the filling station, and it's going to be Saturday night from 7 to 9 p.m., and I may go over a little bit because I normally play longer.
All that info's on your Facebook page.
Yes,
So.
yes, I got it posted.
Up front, I'll buy you a beer.
Done.
I live about a mile and a half from there.
No excuse. I will see you there.
Second thing, my president throwing out the paperwork on them. Listen to them stutter and choke because my president's throwing out the paperwork on them. When CNN finally produces this paperwork, it's going to be redacted and blacked out. And, you know, when the man unclassifies something like that, I wouldn't put it past President Trump to have leaked this information yesterday himself just to make them look stupid. Because of the way they would jump on trying to predict what it was. He's still 5 steps ahead. It's like playing chess with a chimp at the zoo, man. They can't keep up.
No, that's the biggest obstacle they've had in the second term is that he's thrown so many things at them so fast that they haven't been able to keep up with it.
Y'all have a good one. I'm pulling up to get lunch. Roll Tide, boys. See you Saturday, Bird.
There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
There you go, Cole. Y'all go see Bird on Saturday, Cole. Yeah, it was just, it's not surprising, but it was surprising because I'm like, this is America. And when people who claim to be journalists, when these people who claim to have journalistic integrity are out here telling you that you shouldn't listen to what the president says, that's scary. I want y'all to hear everything the Democrats say. I want you to hear. It's why we play it on this show. Even when Joe Biden was in office, we carry Karine Jean-Pierre's press conferences all the time. We wanted you to hear what they were saying. We wanted you to hear them lying. But of course, if you're on the wrong side of things and somebody's telling the truth, because this is one of the biggest cover-ups in American history. You know, outside of things like, Watergate and the JFK assassination, which are all big things, this still may be the biggest. The fact that the entire apparatus of an entire political party and an entire government, really, covered up a stolen election at the behest of a foreign country. You know what that's called? That's called treason. That's sedition. People used to get hung for that. Now, we don't do that anymore, but we certainly should be throwing people in prison. These officials within the CIA that were withholding this information from a sitting president should be in prison without a doubt. I don't care how long they've been working in the government. I don't care what their resume says. I don't care how many colleagues speak well of them or how long they have served this country in that capacity. I don't care. Throw them in prison. They are treasonous to this country. They literally allowed, because it was their guy, literally allowed foreign countries to infiltrate our elections. And it's all on paper. Donald Trump showed up last night with receipts in hand, posted it on the White House website for everybody to read. That's why CBS, ABC, and any other of these networks refuse to carry it, because it's all there. If you're lying about something, say you're a kid, go back to when you were a kid. You're lying about something to your parents, right? And you know there's something that is direct evidence that would bust you for your lie. Like if your mom found this thing, she was going to know that you lied to her. You're going to go try to get rid of that thing. It's like the video we watched last night on the podcast where the guy had the Whizzinator. He was in the back of the police car and he had the Whizzinator.
Yeah.
And he knew if the cops found it on him, he was going to be in trouble because he had already told the cops he didn't have anything else on him. So he pulled the fake wiener out in the bag full of fake pee and tossed it over to the other side of the cop car, hoping the cop wouldn't see it. Like, that's the Democrats. They're basically throwing fake wieners off to the side so we don't see them. It's crazy. So what all did Trump say? Well, he said a lot. I'm going to give that to you when we get back. 205-545-9950. 545-9950. Quick break. More of the line coming up. Hang tight. Is this a cover song?
Yeah, by the Seekers in the 1960s.
Do what? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you need some volume, cuz.
Yeah, it was by the 1960s group The Seekers.
Oh,
Originally did it.
interesting. Maybe I need to turn my volume up. Maybe that's the problem. Thought you were whispering to me. What's going on? All right, so here's what we got. And this, I'm going to have to bleed this into the 11 o'clock hour. But so Donald Trump posts hundreds of election fraud documents at whitehouse.gov for people to go see themselves. Now, I haven't been through all of it. I've seen a little bit. And, of course, there's going to be more of it redacted than we would like. But a lot of this stuff, it has already been out there. And we've been talking about it for months. We've been talking about it for years. Some of this stuff I've been talking about since 2002, 2003, such as GBI strategies, which I'll give you some more info a little later in the show. But none of this is a surprise. And as a matter of fact, this is stuff Democrats used to talk about. And just a couple, 2-3 years ago. So he goes through, and even before he gets to the foreign influence part of it, he announces some of the results of the DHS investigations showing nearly 300,000 foreigners who are illegally registered to vote. Remember this whole thing, illegals don't vote. 300,000 foreigners illegally registered to vote. Now, if illegals have no intention on voting, how are they getting registered in the first place? They found 400,000 dead voters just in a very small sample, because keep in mind, the vast majority of blue states are refusing to work with DHS. They said, no, you cannot look at our voter rolls to see if we have illegals or dead people or people that have moved out of state and are voting in our state and another state or anything. You can't see any of that. They're literally suing the administration for trying to, or there's lawsuits going on really in both directions, trying to figure out whether or not these blue states have corrupt voter rolls. So most of these numbers, and really it's far shy of what the total is mostly from red states. 300,000 foreigners illegally registered, and 400,000, almost 500,000 people, dead people, still registered because nobody wants to clean up voter. You know what happens when groups make a move to clean up voter rolls? Political activist groups sue to stop them. Now, why would that be? Can you give me one decent explanation as to why you wouldn't want to clean up the voter rolls? Nothing. There's no explanation to it. Now, that's just on a bare minimum, just registered voter side. That's not even counting the votes themselves, the ballots, the counting, any of that. But for the people, and this is where the foreign influence starts to come in, and it's far and wide. For the people that are registered to vote and are casting their vote and have their information on record, such as all the things you got to provide in order to register to vote, like, your birthday and your Social Security and your address and all this kind of stuff. China, and our government knew this, China stole information on 220 million U.S. voters starting during the 2020 election cycle. 220 million of you that China had their hands on. And the CIA had this information. What did they do with it? They sat on it. They hid it. What did they do about it? Nothing. Nothing at all. And it gets deeper than that. Let me get Bill before we creep into the second hour. Bill, what's up?
Hey, Andrew. Yeah, I'm jumping in, although, I think neither one of us have the full picture. I think, first of all, I know that NBC, I believe, and ABC decided not to telecast this speech, but it was available to all of us. I mean, certainly Fox carried it. I think CBS carried it. You know, it was available on the internet, as you said. Your group broadcast it to your subscribers. So to say that it wasn't available, like sometimes, you know, communication is shut down in Venezuela or China or something. That's just not the case.
Well, nobody who said it wasn't available, though. I didn't say it wasn't available. It's not about whether or not people could actually go somewhere and watch it. It's about major media companies in this country that have an FCC license that are binded by that contract to provide a beneficial service to the general public, censoring a sitting president of the United States. In 2026, in the day and age of the internet, anybody can watch anything they want to. That's no secret.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
That's right.
But this is about the actions of these few networks that if they want to be known as a news station under their FCC license, they're going to have to abide by certain rules like we all do, like we do here at this station. We've got rules we got to abide by to keep our FCC license. And
well, if those are in the rules, I agree they should provide it. But I just say, first of all, that it was available to see. Nobody's hiding. It's not hiding what he said. Secondly, I want to say that I think you said you had looked at the WhiteHouse.gov site, but you haven't gone through all the documents either, right? I suspect that's you've done more than many of us have.
Well, so. I'll try to let me hold you over to the other side. I got to hit this break. I'll be back.